Okay, we're live. And the question is, how do you express love, or how do you feel love or know when you're feeling love?
Well, the easiest thing for me to talk about is to know when I'm feeling love.
Okay.
And it's all about the goosebumps. It's just this waves and waves of energy flowing through me. And I feel so connected, and I feel so affirmed and blissful and right, and it's just the most wonderful feeling in the world, and I'm so appreciative of being aware of that, being able to recognize it when it's happening, being able to be with it, be comfortable in it for minutes and minutes at a time, whether it's in the presence of another person or whether it's just in my own quiet space. I so appreciate that, and I actually find appreciation synonymous with that love.
Awesome.
And one of the things I love about appreciation is that it flows both ways.
Yeah.
In other words, if I want to feel appreciation, I don't have to wait for anyone else. I can just appreciate, and I'm feeling appreciation. So that empowering of love and appreciation is one of the greatest gifts that I've encountered and that I've given myself.
Did you always know to recognize the feeling of the goosebumps and the calm that you were describing as love, or how did you come to recognize those feelings to be your expression of love?
Well, it's interesting. I had been told that to watch for that, primarily from a creative space.
Okay.
I've always been a very creative person. I've always been an artistic person, an inventive person. And in doing work with other entrepreneurs and things like that, I had received that advice that when you feel those goosebumps, follow that urge or follow that direction. I didn't originally associate that with love, but as my seeking of my inner guidance has increased, and I've gotten a better sense of that, my experiences has simply taught me that
Awesome.
that feeling is love. And go ahead.
So just to kind of clarify it, am I hearing you say that when you're tuning into your inner guidance and you're taking the actions that match the inner guidance and all that syncs up, is that when you're feeling the appreciation or when you're sinking in with the goosebumps? Or can you give me an example of when you might have gotten goosebumps as a confirmation that this was love for you?
I just feel so good, you know? And that's how I can say it. It just feels so good.
Yeah.
How could it be anything but that?
Yeah, so it's undeniable.
It is, and it's unconditional.
Tell me more about that.
It again goes back to the power of sort of having the inner authority to feel how I want to feel, regardless of what's happening around me.
Ooh,
regardless of,
that's good.
Regardless of who else is affirming that, it just sort of, the momentum that comes from that is so incredible, because you know that it's self-sustaining. It's like this eternal flame.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and so that experience is it's just undeniable.
It's
you just
empowering.
know that it's love, and then that reminds me that ultimately my knowing is ageless and timeless. I've always known this.
Yeah.
And I'm just remembering it to a certain extent. To an even greater extent, I'm allowing myself to acknowledge that I've known it, and to hold that truth against any contradiction.
So I agree with you. There's so much power in the acknowledging that this is a state of well-being that should be natural for us. And I just really appreciate how you described that no matter what's going on around you, you're basically choosing to align with that good feeling and to get in that space, or the appreciation is independent of what anybody else is thinking or feeling towards you.
Right.
You can choose in that moment to feel appreciation. And then that step connects you to love, or you were saying it's synonymous with love.
Right.
Wow, what a beautiful expression. We're definitely lucky to have you on the planet. That's for sure. I think that we're just all going to benefit from hearing what you just shared with us, and I really appreciate you doing this video for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity.